Welcome back, everyone, to part 35. Last episode, we upgraded our techniques to from nascent soul level to early deity level or deity level entirely. We also had very much cool dialogue since we are a deity now, and we did some of the main quests. We helped Yan Xiao, we fought a heavenly demon, and now we can actually discuss clues with the old man. Yep, we have a hunch that the day to uncover the truth is getting closer. Let us consider it. Nowadays, the demonic sect is stirring like the mainland, each with their own agenda. They definitely must have like a hidden scheme and so on. What are your thoughts about it? For centuries, the demonic sects that have been active in Ningzhou are the Heavenly Demon Sect, the Ancient God Sect, and the Blood-Sword Palace. Let's start with the Heavenly Demon Sect. Currently, the clues may actually contain important information. The Heavenly Demon Sect is either long-term lurking in Ningzhou, has a grudge against the Mystic Dao sect, or has colluded with other forces. They are doing a long-term lurking, I believe. Yep, they are like first up, their cultivations cannot do without sinister alchemy pills. They are willing to take risks to capture people for alchemy. Yep, apart from that, the main purpose should be to release the heavenly devil in the eye of the heavenly demon eye. Absolutely. Well, this inference is reasonable. Besides that, we can now consider the Ancient God Sect. Currently, the information gathered about the Ancient God Sect contains an important piece of information that may be related to the Imperial Sword Sect. The Ancient God Sect has long-term infiltration of the Heavenly Fire Sect. Yes, long-term infiltration of the Shifting Sand Sect, or of the Shifting Sand Sect, or long-term infiltration of the White Emperor Pavilion. To talk a bit about the lore, we did see the one master in the Ningzhou ancient ruins from the, in this case, Earth sect, being from the Ancient God sect. This was Harmonic something Hungru, definitely. And if you further look into the lore, multiple thousand years ago, a deity expert spirit beast actually died in Earth 1 in the Earth sect. And later on, it's revealed that the Ancient God sect managed to get some DNA from this spirit beast. But definitely, their main plan is the Fire Gate. Since 8,000 years ago, the Ancient God sect has continuously attempted to control disciples of the Fire sect. Apart from that, their purpose should be twofold. Firstly, that's why they are in the Fire sect, is to get information about this Fire Qilin. The Ancient God sect repeatedly infiltrated the Fire Gate sect in order to investigate intelligence of the Fire Qilin. Another purpose is they are not accepting disciples. I don't think they are infiltrating major powers, but instead they want to grab swords. We saw the Dark Bones Patriarch grab the Immortal Executing Sword, he cared about our sword, etc. The Ancient God sect, through their control of a Ni family elder, found out that the Immortal Executing Sword was not in the hands of the White Emperor. Afterwards, with the help of a spy within the Shifting Sand sect, Hongru, they successfully seized the Immortal Executing Sword within the Ningzhou ancient ruins. And that is also reasonable. And lastly, the Blood-Sword Palace. What are they doing? They have saved the seriously injured Ling Xuan back then. They asked Ling Xuan about the Battle of the Royal Sword Sect, and the Blood-Sword Palace and White Emperor Pavilion have a long-standing grudge. I don't believe it's number 3. Yes, Patriarch Blood River hates this guy, but he's not really the head of the Blood-Sword Palace. They definitely asked him about information and they definitely saved him. The Blood-Sword Palace saved Ling Xuan to figure out what happened during that battle back then. It it seems they did not directly experience this combat. Their main purpose in coming to Ningzhou should be... Okay, those techniques are actually based on the Blood Sword Palace, so this is not the case. I doubt they really want to assault this pavilion. Instead, they are here to investigate and grab a sword. They mobilized an army to attack the White Emperor Pavilion to seize this Immortal executing sword, which people thought was in the hands of this White Emperor. And we did it, we solved it. Upon careful consideration, when the demonic sects targeted the Imperial Sword Sect back then, their real intention was seek revenge on the Royal Sword Sect? Nah. Wait for an opportunity to seize the magic sword. Senior brother the White Emperor once said before you discovered the demon sword in the Ningzhou ancient ruins, and a demonic cultivator had already beaten you to it. Now that you have successfully subdued the demon sword, that demonic sect will surely come up with another plan to get it back. And it was rumored that the first to have privately colluded with the demonic sect was the Heavenly Fire sect, I believe. Wait, yeah. According to previous inquiries, it was a Firegate disciple who first leaked the news of the Imperial Sword Sect's collusion. It seems the mastermind behind it all back then is most likely the Ancient God sect, since they are controlling the Firegate sect disciples with the compulsion goo. Yeah, exactly, they are using this devil god goo to infiltrate the Firegate sect for many years already, like trying to spy on the Fire Chilean intelligence, and they could just use it to spread rumors. Anyway, at least we can be prepared. Demon Trail complete. Sad. We didn't do it. But this was completed now, this Demon Trail. Wait a second, I can actually now click on it. Even though I am missing one of those, I can now click on the truth on the demonic trail. Holy, a lot of text. The Ancient God sect worships the ancient demon gods, and in a vain attempt to borrow the power of the Immortal Killing Sword array and fuse the essence blood of various divine beasts, they are attempting to complete their sect's secret method. They have had a layout or a scheme for thousands of years, and their idea is to gather the 4 immortal swords and the divine beast essence blood. Now, the Heavenly Demon Sect has been lurking in Ningzhou for a long time and finally gathered the information that the Heavenly Demon was still sealed in the Heavenly Demon Eye. They sent many experts to besiege the Mystic Dao Sect just to enter the core area and resurrect the Heavenly Demon. The Blood Sword Palace has also long coveted the 4 magical or immortal swords. 1,000 years ago, after learning about the battle or Great War of the Imperial Sword Sect, they rushed to Ningzhou to try to investigate the whereabouts of those magic swords, and thus save the seriously injured Ling Xuan. When the White Emperor released the rumor that the Immortal Executing Sword was sealed in the White Emperor Pavilion, they began to look for the opportunity to take away the sword. Okay, perfect. I don't have this yet. Sad. But that's good. So we are now... Okay, survive the tribulation, yeah. We now have distinguished yin and yang. Okay, we can work on that. I believe in a few days' time, Xuxin should send us a message. So I'll be waiting for it. There you go. Gonyang Yu, I suddenly remembered I missed some news before and didn't tell you. Under normal circumstances, monks or cultivators cannot see or perceive the soul bodies of those deep 3 seas. Therefore, before going to the deep Yin Sea, you must use secret techniques to cultivate your Yin-Yang Pupils. This magic power only requires you to go to the Sea of Swallowing Cloud to collect 3 colorful moon orchids and 3 rotten bone spirit flowers, and then throw those herbs into the spring water in the deep Yin Sea. I hope I still have... No, I'm missing one. Not good. Not good. Maybe I'll do an auction. I could probably do it with an auction to get it. But yeah. Maybe Spirit Up Hall? Come on. I have full trust in you. And my trust was broken. At least we can buy some core condensing pills. Hell yeah. That was so worth it. Maybe I'm just doing like a quick stop at the Puncture Sea and see what's up right there. Or maybe South Cliff, who knows. But let's head to sea. And Xuxin sent us another message. I happen to have 3 of those rotten bone spirit flowers. Here you go. Don't blame me for my confusion. And yeah, with this we already have those 3. I just need one of the other ones and it's not looking good. We can buy the Extreme Yin Coldfire just for fun. Why not? Maybe the inn has something? Come on. I have full trust. My trust was broken. Yeah, okay, we'll probably participate in an auction just to buy it. What I realized I can also do, since I forgot about it last time when I was at sea, like the South to Sea, we can head to the Swallowing Cloud Sea and enter the thick fog. And we are back here. And in this case, since we are of deity cultivation rank, we immediately get access to the main place. If we weren't, we would have either needed to break through with our late nascent soul cultivation or use our high water Dao inside. Yep, not bad. Fellow Daoists actually broke through to the deity transformation stage. Hello, cloud swallowing saint. Just a stroke of luck. No need to be humble, we both know how difficult it is to break through to the deity transformation realm. I'm curious what brings you here. Rumor has it that the cloud swallowing saint's cultivation reaches the heaven. I've come to seek guidance and advice from the esteemed saint. Fellow Daoists, you flatter me. Since you also have deity transformation cultivation, there's no need for me to offer any advice. What do you wish to inquire about? If you were a nascent soul cultivator, you could fight against him. It's just a sparring, so like a fight for fun, no need to worry about it. But yeah, we can ask him about his specific realm, this Phantom Fog realm. You don't know that our cloud swallowing Boa clan has the blood of the ancient divine beast Xuan Wu running through our veins, giving us a natural enlightenment in manipulating water and fog or mist. What's your experience with deity transformation? Okay, they actually have a different breakthrough. Sure. About preparation for ascension, yeah, I will be undergoing tribulation at some point. And once more for them, the deity transformation stage is different, huh? I think before the heavenly tribulation arrives, we should try to improve our realm. Rumors about other seas? Do you have some for me? However, more than 100 years ago, I had some conflicts with the 9 underworlds saint of the Endless Abyss. It's just I never expected that although we both have reached deity transformation stage, he actually fled back to his lair without taking action. The 9 underworld saint, like the saint of 9 mysteries or something. He's really not worth mentioning. I don't know if you don't know it yet, but some time ago I killed the 9 underworld saint. No wonder I've sensed some changes in the Endless Abyss. Although the strength of the 9 underworld saint is inferior to me, he's still a deity level monster. I never expected you to have such power. Nothing to ask. Yes. Do you know how human cultivators began their cultivation? Great question. Actually, great question. from the theory of insight, I don't believe it. Starting from technique legacy. Yeah, I believe so. Like humans started cultivating, someone found something, and they passed it on to the next generation, and they passed it on to the next generation, and so on. Technique legacy. Humans are different from spirit beasts. Various ethnic groups and sects have left behind a large amount of technique inheritance. Those with aptitude for cultivation will be taken in by various factions and taught the most basic techniques to start cultivating. Exactly. Although this humble one has already undergone the breakthrough deity transformation, I am still ignorant about other roads beyond the water and Chi Dao, not knowing where to start. Well, let's talk about the theory of insight, like it's fitting since insight is like this Tao thought stuff. Although human cultivators can comprehend various paths of Tao, many of them only have a first glimpse of the Tao throughout their life. How could they compare to the great saints? If humans want to enlighten themselves with the Tao, they must seize the thoughts obtained during wonderful encounters and debate where spiritual light flashes during everyday interactions. So essentially, you do a discussion with someone, you debate the Tao, and if you then have like insights, you look at it for decades to achieve something. Although humans may have inferior innate talent, your potential is the greatest. Young friend, with your current level of cultivation, you must have had many wonderful encounters and enlightenment. Yeah, I can tell you from my own perspective. You talk to the cloud swallowing saint about your previously unmentioned experiences of growth, as well as strange events on the sea. I didn't expect there to be so many interesting things in the world of humans. Well, since the great sage can transform into human form, would you be interested in exploring the human world? Nope. My clan has been cultivating here for generations. Both the cultivation techniques and method of cultivation are perfectly suited for us, as well as the spiritual energy of this place. The human world may be interesting, but for me it can only serve as a pastime after cultivation. Ascending as soon as possible is the true path. You two chatted about other strange stories of the sea, the way of life, etc. Today's conversation was truly enjoyable. The great sage wishes to focus on cultivation, so I won't disturb him any longer. You took a bow to the cloud-swallowing saint before leaving, feeling somewhat reluctant to depart. We get plus 50 mood and some exploration. Did you bring any new stories? Absolutely. The Ningzhou ancient ruins. In Ningzhou there is an ancient battlefield that only surfaces once every 1,000 years. You vividly recounted to him your experiences. Perfect. Telling strange stories, I don't have anything else. We could spar with each other. Just passing by. Huh, fellow Darius, if you have the time, I'd like to show you something. After speaking, the cloud-swallowing saint activated his technique, causing clouds and mist to surround him. Whether you were unsure about something, he would explain it to you one by one. By the time the entire technique had been practiced, a day and night has passed. Oh, such a precious technique! Why are you teaching me it? Well, we've been acquainted for some time now. This is the black tortoise exhalation technique passed down in my family through generations. Remember, don't share it with outsiders. What do we get? The Genjutsu spell. We are doing Naruto now. At the beginning of the battle, gain 1 Mirage Mist, which gives you a chance to dodge skill damage. Every time you absorb a little chi, you have a chance to gain healing. And healing, like you get a number of layer equal to your Mirage Mist. Now it's a very fast cultivation technique, like only inferior to this 500-year one. And depending on how quickly you achieve different aspects, you can obtain this technique in like year 100. But now it's time to head to the deep Yin Sea, And I so hope I have enough exploration. Yeah, okay, I do. I do have enough. So let's head on. Finally, we found one in an auction. I don't know how long I've rolled this auction for. But there we go. Welcome back. It's been a day for me now. All I remember is we were heading into this deep Yin Sea to search for some of those springs. And that's exactly what we'll do after we skip all of these stupid fights. Not the point of interest. Nope. There we go. At the indentation of the rock wall, you discovered a shallow spring. You released your soul sense to investigate it. Let's add the herbs, and after a full day, the spring water had turned into a bright blue color. You formed a seal and absorbed the spiritual liquid. When the spring water first entered your eyes, it was extremely cold. It took more than half an hour for the coldness to subside. But we can now see a lot better. Plus 20 mental state, plus 20 mood, plus 1 soul sense. And that was the first of 3. And here's the second one, perfect. Let us add the herbs. After a full day of soaking, our eyes have become even better. And the same boost again. And I believe we are now at 100% exploration as well, since we farmed those nascent soul jellyfish beforehand, but we'll definitely do the last springs. And here is the third one. You put in my herbs. When the spring water entered your eyes, same dialogue as before. We now pour our spiritual chi into our eyes, and suddenly everything in the world becomes several times clearer. You can even see this flow of spiritual chi between heaven and earth. If someone were standing in front of you at this time, they would be surprised to find your 2 pupils have changed to 2 different colors, one black, one white, yin and yang. And we get the same boost and acquired the Yin-Yang Pupil, which is an active skill. Disable the enemy's next used spell, and it can only be used once per battle. There is some very cool stuff you can do with it, as you can prevent the enemy from using their domain. After leaving the island, you activate your spiritual chi and pour it into your eyes. At that moment, the yin chi that you could only faintly feel before materialized into white mist. This art is indeed useful. We saw a mountain in the distance, and so we headed there. Exactly. Fellow Taoist, we're like talking with a soul body. Hello, what's the matter? I am not knowledgeable about the deep Yin Sea, so I've came to ask for advice. Have you heard of a secret art that can revive a soul body after death? Looks too much like it. What? This answer leaves you puzzled. A few thousand years ago, there was also someone who came here in search of the secret art, except he carried a bamboo tube on his back while you carry a sword. So what was the outcome? He didn't say clearly, just shook his head. For thousands of years, nothing that has happened on the 3 dark seas has ended well. It was like that in the past, it will be like this in the future. It's better for you not to get involved. Yeah, but we have to. We have to revive our master. If you wish to obtain secret arts, you can acquire about it on the Ghost Island. Just the more you expect, the more your hope will be crushed. That's all I have to say, fellow Taoists. Please do yourself. Plus 70 progress. I farmed all of those jellyfish for no reason. Well, I got money, I got fame, and there's more jellyfish I can immediately defeat since I'm a deity. It's so handy. Plus 10 exploration. Do you want to enter Ghost Island? Absolutely. The island is dotted with low mountains and uneven ground. Soul bodies, like if you use the term soul body, it's just like a proper noun or title. As you approach closer, more and more soul bodies appear around what they... Wait, appear around. As a cultivators, the soul bodies within. As a cultivator, the soul bodies without exception all give you sidelong glances. They are just a group of my inner characters, no need to pay attention to them. After crossing a slightly larger mountain, there was a sudden change in scenery. Numerous soul bodies gathered around a vortex. You unconsciously are attracted by the scene. At the same time, a very solid soul body not far away also noticed you and flew towards you. He was completely grey-white, with the appearance of a weathered and experienced man. At first glance, his strength was impressive. It's rare to have a cultivator come here. Welcome, welcome. I am Li Sihun, Lord of Ghost Island. What do you want to know? What is Ghost Island? From ancient time, this Ghost Island has always existed here. As to when it can be traced back, I don't know. And within Ghost Island, it's a suitable place for cultivating the soul body. And the most important thing is there is a set of skills perfectly suitable for the soul body. The body and soul can be separated? Yeah. On the extreme Yin 3C. Due to the high concentration of yin energy, when cultivators die, their consciousness does not disperse immediately, but instead attaches to yin energy and forms a yin body or soul body. But it's not a 100% chance. And what is up with your techniques? The soul body is much weaker than cultivators, and without special or mutually beneficial techniques, it simply cannot withstand in comparison to normal cultivators. As such, we are using Ghost Island as a stronghold, and here the soul body can both cultivate and cooperate in defending against external enemies, while also attracting special cultivators to trade. Occasionally, external cultivators come here to trade. What can we trade? We exchange information and herbs that they need. Yes, although not as effective as normal cultivators, soul bodies can also cultivate. There are two directions. One is to cultivate soul sense, and the other is to cultivate one's body. Okay, let's talk about this maelstrom, the cyclone. The cyclone gathers large amounts of yin energy for the soul body cultivation, which is why so many people are around. Like you can see all of these tiny dots. This is a sacred place. What's up with the yin body? The essence of the yin body is the yin chi we rely on. The more we condense it, the closer it is to a real cultivator's body. At the beginning, we, like a soul body, couldn't even lift a stone, but after cultivating, he can lift it effortlessly. What's up with this divine yin stone or Shen yin stone? We have 12 of them. Is a rare pure black stone found in the extreme Yin 3Cs. This item is of little benefit to cultivators. If you'd like, you can exchange it here. This isn't considered a secret. The method of remolding flesh is called defying good fortune. If a soul body uses this technique, it can remake a body that is unique from its previous life. Because of this item, I have gained some prestige on this Ghost Island. If there's such a miraculous secret art, why don't you use it to rebuild your own body? The reason why I still look like this is because the requirements are extremely harsh. Moreover, I have already found a solution. Returning to human form is just a matter of time. Furthermore, well, let's ask, if the secret art is truly so miraculous, how come I haven't heard of it? Well, it's from thousands of years ago. How can one get it? You can obtain it by collecting 5 Shen-Yin stones. However, as a cultivator, fellow Daoist currently has two things that require, I have two things that require the help of you. If you can accomplish them, then I can grant you this heavenly or defying good fortune technique. As for the detailed content, please ask the other 2 soul bodies. Sure. Yep, we may have a chance It may not be easy, definitely. Hidden strength, apply a little pressure. We can either go ahead and hide our strength or like release a little pressure. I don't know if it has any impact. You know what, let's apply a little pressure. Or we can save, I bet. Save complete. You no longer restrain your cultivation, releasing a hint of deity transformation, might suppression. The island master immediately noticed this. Huh. Originally, the senior had cultivation to transform into a deity, and I've been disrespectful to you. Only, senior, have you considered crossing the three hells tribulation here? Why would I undergo tribulation right here? If senior is willing to undergo tribulation in the three dark seas, I will offer the defying good fortune technique with both hands. You looked at him hesitantly. Old man, is there any problem with doing it here? Yeah, well, the location is very crucial. This three dark sea has extremely heavy gloominess. I'm afraid it's not a good place for tribulation. Oh, so there's like special dialogue if you show off that you are a deity. And instead we talk with another soul body. Hello, are you Mukai Tsuna? It is me. I have come for the defying good fortune technique. May I ask what happened? A few hundred years ago, soul bodies began to disappear on the deep hell sea. No one knew the reason, only they were captured. And this apotropaic magic is elusive. If Senior can get rid of this user, it would be considered a great contribution to our island. Any other clues? More than a decade ago, a soul body witnessed the action of one of those users attacking a tentacle. Okay, due to the rapid movement, he did not see clearly what it was. It was most likely a jellyfish. Okay, understood. Plus 30 exploration. What do you have to do? Are you dust? I've come for the technique. The deep Black Sea has seen a rise in human demonic cultivators setting up formations to hunt down soul bodies. Would you be willing to take care of this matter? Rumor has it their leader is at least late nascent soul. I understand. What's up with you? You look towards the distance besides you. There is another human cultivator here. I didn't expect to meet other human cultivators here. Let's inquire from him. Senior, why have you come? Do you have orders? Nope. Why are you here instead? Why are you cultivating here? You may not know this, but I was born with the Yin absolute veins. And as such, this place is perfect for me to cultivate. How long have you been cultivating? He doesn't answer. Why does the Island Lord want to make the secret techniques known to the public? Sure. Yeah, we surely doubt it. Why is he telling everyone about it? Indeed, if the Island Master truly possesses the power of reincarnation, there is no need to go through the trouble of being the Island Master and revealing the secret technique to the public. Simply wait until the time's right and use it on yourself. So you believe his method of resurrection is mostly just a dream, okay. What is his actual plan then? Okay, if the senior does not help the island owner with their tasks at all, I will inform you of the secrets. Huh. Okay, sure. And okay, we can convert some divine yin stone, Chenin stone. Metal and metal. Why are those metals? I could have used teeth and bone, I could have used skin and scales, I could have used spiritual objects. Why metals? I can obtain them en masse. That's a bit annoying. Anything else about that reversing heaven technique we can exchange for it as well? Okay, let's not do it. And here's the cyclone. But I believe we are now at 35 minutes in this episode. So we will simply head over to this deep hell sea, and I know it's a bigger plot. So we'll be doing it in the next episode. Hope you guys tune in. Also make sure you are subscribed to not miss the next episode, and see you then. Bye bye.